Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next game in the 1977 Inside Pitch National League replay. Today or tonight is April 17th in the replay, and we are in Shea Stadium in New York as the Chicago Cubs take on the New York Mets. Starting pitchers for tonight's game. For the Cubs, it'll be Bill Bonham, and for the Mets, it'll be Tom Seaver wearing his Reds garb because, of course, he does get traded to the Reds later on. But right now, he is in New York. Look at our starting lineups. You see those there for both teams. Nothing really out of the ordinary. We got the benches and bullpens for both teams. Both teams come in with 7 position players and, seven position players for the Mets and 4 bullpen, where the Cubs have 7 position players and 5 bullpen. So pretty much just the same. Hello, Ben. Good to see you. So Tom Seaver finishing up the warm-up tosses in his Cincinnati garb. And again, this is my one thing if Inside Pitch would make the experience much, much more enjoyable. And that is to make a Tom Seaver card with the Mets. Put him in Mets colors. I don't care if you do a combined total. If you just want to copy this card exactly as it is and give him Mets colors, I'd be fine with that. If you don't want to split it up between the two teams and make separate cards for each team, just take this card and give him a Mets jersey and throw him at the back of the Mets stack. That way, we're not looking like we're doing an all-star game. But I'd much rather have them do that than other things. But that's just a observation. Not going to change the game or affect the game. I mean, it does kind of, I don't know. It's a minor irritant to see the wrong color, but I guess a lot of people don't care. But it does kind of get to me a little bit. All right. Hello, Philip. Good to see you. So Tom Seaver facing Mr. DeJesus. And again, this is April 17th, 1977. Don't know if you can see it right up here. That's the date. All right. We're ready to go. 1-2. And that's the ballpark card going to Shea Stadium for the very first at bat of the game of Ivan DeJesus. Shea Stadium. We get a 5-5. It's a fly to center, and Geronimo will put that away. 1 down, and that will send up. I'm glad somebody agrees with me, Ben, because it's just, as somebody in the old country folks used to say, it just ain't right. So here is Cardinal. 2-5, and that's a wild pitch, so nobody's on base. We just treat it as a blank and move on. Cardinal. 1-3 is a ground ball to short. That and the cookie cutter cards for the splits. Those are the only 2 things in this game that keep it from being a perfect 10 for me. All right, here's Bintner. 5-6. That's a range play at the ballpark, going back to Shea Stadium, but this time it is a range play. Because he got traded to the Reds, Philip. That's why, mid-season, and they generally put the player on the team he was traded to, not who he started with. All right, so range play at the ballpark, 2-2, single plus to center field where we're checking the range. I don't know why I said Geronimo. I'm thinking the Reds are playing. It's Mazzilli in center field. He's a 3. 1-3, and he will make the catch. He does not, so it's going to be a single plus. Now the question is, can Bintner stretch this to a double? His BR rating's a 3. Mazzilli's a 0 arm, so 1-3, he's in there with the double. And he is, so it will be a double for Larry Bintner. 2-out double for Bintner. Hello, Mr. Robert. Just lamenting this Tom Seaver card in this red, hideous red coloring when he should be blue and orange, but that's whatever. All right, nothing on the strategy roll. Here's Seaver to Mercer. It's a 5-6. That's another range play at the ballpark. We just had that. We're going to go right back to the ballpark. 5-4. That is a fly to right. So we're looking at the right fielder, and that is Cranepool. He's a 2. He cannot get it. Single or double. It will be a single to right field. Now we'll see if the runner can score. Cranepool's a +1 arm. Bittner at second base runs as a 3. There are 2 outs, makes him a 4. The +1 arm makes him a 5. Single to right adds another one, makes him a 6. So he will score without a throw. And it is now 1-0 Cubs. Philip, that's my point the whole time. That's exactly what I was talking about. They should be carded for both teams. That's just a no-brainer. And I think it's, you want my honest opinion? I think this is crap. If you want my honest opinion, this right here is bullshit. It's crap. That's what it is. It's crap. There's no reason in the world they can't make 2 Tom Seaver cards. You can't tell me that's going to break the budget to make an extra Tom Seaver card. Put it in the PDF if you don't make the damn card. Put it in the PDF for me. And let me go PDF download it so I can have Seaver in a Mets uniform. I don't have a PDF editor. I can't go do all this fancy crap. I'm paying you to give me the fancy crap. That's why I buy the season set, so I get the fancy crap from you. I don't want fancy crap myself. I can't do it myself. That's what I pay you for. All right, I don't want to get into an ID Jester rant, but I was getting close there. Well, somebody needs to say something because this is just freaking ridiculous. I think I'm speaking for the masses too. I don't think I'm out here on a limb by myself. I don't think I'm out here being a loose cannon. I think I'm just telling it like it is, basically. 4-6, that's an automatic out. And the out will be a 5, which is a fly to center. And that'll end the inning. But the Cubs score a run. And we go to the bottom of the first. It is 1-0. In fact, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to do something here. I'm changing dice. Doggone it. If we're going to have the reds, we're going to have red dice. So we're going to play with red dice. So Bill Bonham facing Lee Mazzilli. 6-3. It's blank. Go to Mazzilli. 2-4. And that's a ground ball back to the pitcher. So Mazzilli is out, 1 away. And that'll bring up Mian. 3-4. That's a blank. We go to Mian. 4-4. And that is going to be a double to center field for Felix Mian against the right-hander. That'll be a double. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Here's Bruce Beauclair. 6-2. That's a blank. Go to Beauclair. 2-4. Fly to center. 2 down. And Mian has really no way to go there. Perhaps. Let's see. He might. Morales is a +1 arm. So it was the center field. +1 arm. Mian runs at a 3. That makes him a 4. You lose 2. So a 1-2, and he can still make it to third base. He does not. Now he might be out. So the +1 arm, though, on the chart, a 1-2, we're going to go to this third roll. 3-6, he holds. And, of course, we're going to third chart. We always go to the third chart. This game can't be made simple. We always go to the third chart. Just the way it is. And that's a 2. Lead runner gets thrown out. So he's out of there. It's going to be a double play. 8-5 DP to end the inning. And there's first inning in the books. No score. 1-0 Cubs, rather. Seaver back out. Will face Ontiveros. 2-5. That's ball one on a blank on a wild pitch. 6-5 is a fly to center. 1 away. That'll send up Mitterwald. 6-6 is a range play. We're going to Mitterwald for the range play. 2-6, that's a power result to right. It's only a 1, so that's going to fail, but we're going to do a range play for the right fielder, and that's going to be Cranepool. He's a 2. Can't get it. It's going to be a single to right field for Mitterwald. Failed range play. That'll bring up, well, Mitterwald has an attempt of 1. Don't think that's going to happen. That's a 2, but it's not going to happen. Here's Trio. Manny Kingston Trio. 1-5, hit by pitch. 6 -10, though, takes that away. You go to Trio. 1-3, 1-3, ground ball to third, possible double play. 2-0, halfway is a 3. The pivot at second, Mian's a 0. 1-3, we got a double play. And we do. 5-4-3 around the horn. Double play. Gets them out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0, favor of the Cubs. Here now is Kingman to lead off. Playing first base in this one. That's a 5-3, and that's going to be a blank on Bonham. So we go to Kingman. 2-3, and it's a single pass short. It's a base hit for Kingman. His attempt is a 4. Cannot get the lead. He will hold. Here's Cranepool. Okay, hopefully we are back now. Hopefully we are back. I think we are. I got a router. I got a booster that's up here. So, and my computer, my laptop was showing me I had a signal from my showing that my internet was on the computer. So I don't know what was causing the problem. But anyway, we're back. I don't know what the last thing anybody saw was, but Cranepool singled. Kingman went to third. That's where we left it. So that's where we are right now. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Infield is back for a double play. Already did the strategy roll for Cranepool. He didn't get the lead. We didn't have any kind of pickoff, so we're going straight to the at-bat. Just the first single by Cranepool. Okay, that's the only thing that was missed. All right. Bonham to Stearns, 5-1 strikeout chance, but 16 is way too high. We go to Stearns. 2-1. It's a fly to right field. Will it be a sacrifice fly? His sacrifice fly rating is a 2. It will not. Kingman runs at a 4. The fly ball went to, did I say to right field? I think I said to right field. Pretty sure I said right field. So right fielder is Mercer. He's a 0. So 1-4, and Kingman will come in on the sacrifice fly anyway. And he does. So it's a sacrifice fly. And the Mets have now tied the score, 1 apiece. Sacrifice fly for John Stearns. RBI. Tie score. Roy Stager, the batter. Cranepool still at first. It's a 5-6. That's a strikeout chance. 3 got him. So that's 2 away for the shortstop, Bud Harrelson. Bonham to Harrelson, 4-6. That's a hit by pitch chance. 2, but a -3 takes that away. Go to Harrelson. 4-5, and that is a ground ball to third to end the inning. But the Mets tie the game. Sacrifice fly from John Stearns does it. We go to the third, one apiece here from Shea Stadium, by proxy to Riverfront Stadium and the Cincinnati Reds. All right, here's Bill Bonham. Hello, Chuck. Bill Bonham, the pitcher. He's a 231 hitter, so obviously a pretty good hitter there. 1-3 is a walk chance. 10 too high would go to Bonham. 5-6, that's a ground ball back to Seaver, one away. When Seaver is taken out of the game, I'll revert back to my blue and orange dice, but as long as Seaver's in the game, I'm doing red and white dice. Just in protest, if nothing else. All right, here's to Jesus. 6-1 home run question mark, goes to 17, it passes, but De Jesus needs a 2 or less. Does not get it, so he does not get the home run chance, but he will get the swing. 1-2, single to short, so he does get the base hit. Harrelson knocks it down, has no play. De Jesus with the lead attempt is a 4. Does not get the lead. Here's Jose Cardinal. 5-4, strikeout chance, 5, got him. 2 down. That's the first strikeout for Seaver. And that'll bring up Larry Bittner and his cookie cutter. Well, he in one year he had a cookie cutter card. This year he's not. Fortunately, he's not. With 493 at bats, I would hope he wouldn't be a cookie cutter card. 4-2, and that's a strikeout chance, 4, and he got him. So Seaver comes back with his first 2 strikeouts of the game to get out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the third, still a 1-1 ball game. And leading off will be the pitcher, Tom Seaver. 198 hitter on the season. Did have 3 home runs, so he does have pop. 2-1 range play. We're going to Seaver's card for a range play. 1-4 to fly to center, but we're checking the range. And that is Morales. He's only a 2, so that could be trouble. He does not get it. Is it a single or a double? It's a double for Tom Seaver on a failed range play by Morales. Seaver is on second base with nobody out, and Lee Mazzilli the batter. .65, strikeout 10, too high. No, it's not. I take it back. He's an 8, but the stadium adds 2, so the 10 fits. It is a strikeout. Didn't see that. Didn't pay attention to that +2 there. So that's the second strikeout for Bonham. It's a big one, too. And here's Felix Mian. That's a 6-6, and that's a strikeout chance. 3, got him. He's a 2, but again, the +2 gives him the strikeout. So 2 quick outs after the leadoff double by Seaver, and here's Beauclair. 4-4, that's a home run question mark. Need a 1-3, that fails, so Beauclair will swing it. And Beauclair, here's a perfect example. 307 at bats, but he's a cookie cutter card. Inexcusable. Totally inexcusable. I don't give a crap what they say. It's inexcusable. 3-5 is a single to left field. And let's see, single to left. Seaver runs at a 3. He's a pretty good runner, pretty good athlete running at a 3. 2 outs makes him a 4. Left fielder arm is Bittner, and it's Cardinal. He's a +1, so that's going to make him a 5. Single to left, you add 1 more, so that's a 6. So Seaver will score without a throw. And the Mets take a 2-1 lead. 2-1 lead. Beauclair, 3 or better. Nope, can't get it. Brings up Kingman. 1-1, and that is a wild pitch. That's 16, though, so it's too high. We go to Kingman. 5-1. It's a double to center field for Kingman. This will almost certainly score Beauclair because center fielder Morales has a +1 arm, and there are 2 outs. So that gives him a 6 right there. Double to center. You lose one, you gain one, makes him a 7, so he's going to score automatically on the RBI double from Kingman. And the Mets take a 3-1 lead. Here's Crane pull. Bonham in some issues. 6-6 strikeout, too high. We go to Crane pull. 3-1, and that's a star 4, which is going to be a ground ball to third. So that's going to end the inning. Mets pick up 2 runs. It was all started by a Seaver double. He got the ball rolling. It's 3-1 Mets as we go to the 4th. And Bobby Mercer, the batter. Cubs trying to make up some ground. 1-5, and that's a hit by pitch chance, but that -10 takes away that. Go to Mercer. 2-6 is going to line it hard, but right to Mr. Kingman at first base, and there's one away. Here's Jerry Morales. 6-6 range play. We're going to Morales' card. 6-4, and that's a ground ball to first, but we're checking the range on Kingman. He's a 3. 1-3 for Kingman. He cannot get it. It's a base hit. Base hit. And we are going to see if it's a single or a double. It is a single. So it's a single for Morales. Sneaks it by Kingman. 1 out single brings up Morales, but he has no opportunity to get a lead. So nothing going on there. Here's Ontiveros. 2-3, and that's the ballpark card going to Shea Stadium. 6-6 is a ground ball to second. Possible double play. He's a 2. Keeps it at 2. Halfway is a 3. The pivot is short. Harrelson is a 0. 1-3, it's a double play that ends the inning. It is not. It's a 5. It'll be a fielder's choice. 4-6. Ontiveros, the new runner, with 2 outs. His attempt is a 1. Can't do anything. So here's Mitterwald, the catcher. Mitterwald singled his first time up. 3-5, and that is a blank. We go to Mitterwald. 5-3, it's a pop to third, and that's going to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Cubbies. It's 3-1 Mets. We go to the bottom of the 4th. John Stearns will lead things off against Bonham. Stearns had a sacrifice fly his first chance. (2-4), and that's the ballpark card going right back to Shea Stadium for Stearns. 1-5. It's power result to right. That's a 19 though, so that will just be a fly ball to right field. And there's one away for Roy Stager. 5-2 strikeout. 13 is going to get him. He's an 11, but the stadium adds 2, so the 13 fits. And it's a strikeout. Strikeout number 4 for Bonham. And here's Harrelson. 1-3 is a blank. We go to Harrelson's card. 2-1, star 2, ground ball to second. It's going to end the inning. We go to the 5th. It's still 3-1 Mets over the Cubbies. It'll be Trio, Bonham, and DeJesus for the Cubbies here in the 5th. 4-5. 4-5 is a possible walk to a right-hander. That's a 6. He will walk him. So Trio with a leadoff walk. His attempt is a 1, but nothing's happening. Bonham going to be bunting. 3-4. That's a strikeout plus, though, so he's going to strike out while he's trying to bunt because that was a 1 on the D20. So he will strike out, and that is strikeout number 3 for Seaver. As Bonham could get the bunt down. We'll flip it over to DeJesus. 2-2. That's a walk chance to a righty. That's another 1 again, and that will be a walk. So for Seaver, that is walk number 2. He struck out 3 and walked 2. Now here's Jose Cardinal. Tying runs are on base. 5-2, strikeout 3, got him. Strikeout number 4 for Seaver. And now it's up to Larry Bittner to get it done. 4-1, and that's a strikeout. 6. He strikes out as a 4, but again, the stadium adds the 2, makes it a 6, so the strikeout is good. And that's going to end the inning. 5th strikeout for Seaver. So Shea Stadium giving both pitchers a boost on that strikeout. That +2 has come into play several times. Bottom of the 5th we go. Seaver will do the leading off. He doubled his last time up. Still 3-1. The score. 1-1, and that's a blank on Bonham, so we go to Seaver. 1-6 is ground ball right back to Bonham. 1 down. Here's Lee Mazzilli. 3-5, and switch hitter batting left. That's a blank. So go to Mazzilli. 2-6, and that's a fly to center. 2 down for Felix Mian. 2-6, strike 4, got him. Because he strikes out at a 2, and again, that +2 comes into play. And that is a strikeout. Strikeout number 5. And that's going to end the inning. 3 up and 3 down go the Mets. We go to the 6th. It's still 3-1 favor of the Mets. Seaver will face the heart of the order, or just about. 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Mercer, Morales, and Ontiveros. Seaver can face 31 batters. He's only faced 21, so he's definitely in good shape. 3-4, strikeout plus. He strikes out at an 8. The plus makes it an 18. Stadium makes it a 20, so the 19 will fit. And that is 6 strikeouts for Seaver, 3 in a row, and 6 strikeouts on the game. Again, Shea Stadium gets involved. 3-5, and that's a blank. Go to Morales. 3-6 is a fly to left. 2 down for Ontiveros. 1-4, range play. We go to Ontiveros. 2-5, and that's going to be a ground ball to first. But again, we're checking the range of Kingman. He's a 3. 1-3, Kingman will make the play. And he cannot. And this time it's a double for Ontiveros down the line. So Ontiveros, a 2-out double. And that brings up Mitterwald, the tying run. (3-1), strikeout 11, got him. Strikeout number 7 for Seaver. And he is, every time he needs a big out, he gets a strikeout. Go to the bottom of the 6th, still 3-1. Favor of the Metropolitans. Or as Al Red Sox call them, the Go-Go Mets. Although I'm not doing much go-go with them right now. They're just getting good pitching. Here's Bonham to Beauclair. 5-2, strikeout 12. Got him again. That +2 is going to be a factor. That's an 11, but the +2 makes it a 13. So yet another strikeout courtesy of Shea Stadium. Here's Kingman. 4-6. That's a hit by pitch chance. 11 -3 is 8, but the 15 does not fit. So we go to Kingman. 3-1, ground ball to second. 2 outs very quickly for Cranepool. Mr. Cookie Cutter himself. 6-6, strikeout 15. Too high. 5-6, star 3 is a ground ball to third base to end the inning. 6 innings are in the books. It's still 3-1 Mets. Due up for the Cubs, it'll be Trio and probably a pinch hitter for Bonham because they need some offense. So Cubs are going to be looking to bring in a pinch hitter for Bill Bonham, and then of course bringing in a new pitcher. So if we look at the Cubs bench, you can see who they have here. Switch hitter Wallace, left-hander Gross, switch hitter Gordon, who's not very good. Gordon is a backup catcher that hit 0.43, so we're not using him, obviously. Then the other guys are right-handed. Wallace is a 250 hitter, but Gross is a 322 hitter. So Greg Gross is going to come in and pinch hit. We will use Greg Gross. He will pinch hit for Bonham. And we'll figure out who the new pitcher is going to be in the bottom of the seventh. It might depend on if the Cubs score a run, tie the game, whatever the case may be. We'll see what happens. Manny Trio will off, though, here in the top of the seventh. 3-6 strikeout. 13 too high. Go to Trio. 6-5. That's a fly to center field, one away. And now the pinch hitter, Greg Gross, 322 on the season. 2, that's a ballpark card. Going to Shea Stadium. 3-3, ground ball to second. So Gross kind of got cheated there, went to the ballpark card, so his card never came into play. Kind of a wasted at bat. Here's DeJesus. 4-1, strikeout 5, got him. Strikeout number 8 for Tom Seaver. And he has faced 29 batters. He can face 31, so he's going to obviously pitch into the 8th inning. No worries there. And now the Cubs need a new pitcher. It is still 3-1. And coming up for the Mets, it's going to be Stearns, Stager, and Harrelson, a couple of righties. So if we look at the Cub bullpen, they will go to Paul Russell. Rick Russell's brother, Paul, is going to come on. And he will do the pitching. And we'll get the numbers on Bonham to finish him out. Bonham goes 6 innings. And he's going to give up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. He walked no walks. And he struck out 6. So he didn't pitch badly. He just didn't get any run support. Your team only scores you 1 run. It's kind of hard to win. So, but Russia will be given the call. Hello, Coach Larry. Good to see you. We are at the 7th inning stretch, so that means it's time for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and hopefully we get that music instead of the Circle in the Sand, Linda Carlisle music. We don't need that. So we go to the 7th inning stretch for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It's Mets 3, Cubs 1. Hold on, folks. We had a slight mess up there. Try this again. We have a redo. Take a mulligan if you're a golfer. All right. Seventh inning stretch is in the books. And before we get going into the bottom of the seventh, tomorrow night we'll be back to Stratomatic 1987. We'll be at Comiskey Park in Chicago. Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Chicago Cubs. And a couple of key transactions will take place. Our favorite player, Floyd Rayford, will be demoted, either injured or demoted, I'm not sure which, and Lee Lacy will be added. But more importantly, Harold Baines makes his return to the Chicago White Sox for the May 8th game. Steve Lions, Tigers, and Bears O'Mai will be either injured or sent down, but Harold Baines, RJL's favorite player, Harold Baines will be in the starting lineup as the designated hitter for that game. Mike Boddicker against Jose De Leon. That will be tomorrow night. If I said Cubs, I meant White Sox. I got Cubs on the brain, I think. But yes, Comiskey Park for the White Sox. You got it. Frank, no, that's just kind of stagnant right now because it just really wasn't what people wanted to see. So I figured why put something out there that people don't really, as a whole. I mean, some people wanted to see it, but as a whole, most people didn't. So I'm just going by what the people, what the viewers, viewers speak with their number of views. So I go by the number of views, and I can see that the History Maker is not as popular, so it gets canned basically, just like a TV show. If you don't get the ratings, you get canned. So simple as that. All right, here's John Stearns facing Russell. 2-2. That's a strikeout chance. 10, and he's going to get him again because of the stadium. He's a 9, but the stadium adds 2. So again, Shea Stadium causes another strikeout. Here's Roy Stager. 5-3, and that is a strikeout plus to a lefty, but a blank to a righty. 3-2 is a double to center field. So Stager with a double. Now Stager's a cookie cutter card, but he only had 123 at bats, so I can live with that. But if somebody's got 300 at bats, they damn sure better have splits. That just doesn't make any sense. I don't care if they had 2 at bats against lefties and 301 bats against righties. They need to have something in there that penalizes them for facing a left-handed pitcher. Otherwise, you can just go carte blanche and be crazy and leave them in there against tough lefties and have no penalties. So, yes, I'm still on my soapbox, and I doubt I ever get off of it. So, that's a 1. I don't think Stager had a chance to do anything. His attempt was a 1, so he could steal third, but I just don't. We're not going to try stealing third. Russell to Harrelson. 1-2 is a blank. We go to Harrelson. 4-6. That's a fly to right field for out number 2. Stager only runs at a 2. You lose 2 going from second to third on a fly to right. So that would make that a 0. I'm sorry, you lose 1 rather, not 2. So that would make him down to a 1. Right arm Mercer's a 0. So a 1 gets him to third base. And he gets there. How about that? Stager does take third base on a surprise. Kind of caught Mercer off guard there. And it brings up Tom Seaver. It was kind of risky when you have Seaver coming up. He could have been a third out and had to have Seaver lead off the next inning, but they stuck with it. So Russell to Seaver, although Seaver does have a double his first time up. 6-6 strikeout, though, this time is going to get him, and that's going to end the inning. So we played 7 here at Shea. It's still 3-1. 3-1 ball game. Oh, not Mazzilli. It's Cardinal. See, we don't have a Mets pitcher. We don't have the pitcher in the Mets uniform. I'll put a Mets player out there to hit. Throwing me off. All right, here's Cardinal. Now, Seaver's faced 28 batters. He can face 31, so he's got 3 more to go. 1-5, hit by pitch, but that -10 is going to kill that. 1-2, fly to left, 1 away. Brings up Larry Bittner. 4-4, that's a strikeout plus. He strikes out at a 4. The plus is a 14. That's a 15. But again, the +2 makes it a 16. Strikeout number 9. That's got to be like the 8th or 9th time Shea Stadium has given the strikeouts. Could have been around the border, but that 2 has been enough to call strikeouts. So I don't know what's going on in the water at Shea Stadium, but getting a little ridiculous here. 3-3, and that's another strike. Oh, I'm sorry, Mercer's a lefty, so it's a blank, thank goodness. We'll go to Mercer. 1-2, ground ball to first, and Mr. Kingman takes it the bag himself to end the inning. So Seaver has faced 31, so he is now tired, but they may go ahead and have him try to finish this game. We shall see. It's still 3-1. Bullpen activity for the Mets. They do have right-handed action. They do have Bob Apodaca loosening in their bullpen should they need relief. All right, bottom of the 8th, still 3-1. Russell to Mazzilli. 6-3, and that's a pitcher result. Mazzilli switched their batting left. A 1-7 is a single. That's a 20, so it's a blank. Go to Mazzilli. 3-1, single pass short. So Mazzilli, leadoff single. Now a lefty action in the bullpen. Willie Hernandez loosening in the Cub bullpen. Actually, it's Guillermo, don't call me Willie Hernandez, but right now you're in 1977, you were still Willie Hernandez. So he's in the bullpen. He's loosening. Mazzilli, strategy rolls are still on. Mazzilli needs a 6 to get the lead. And he does not. So he will hold for Felix Millan. I thought Millan was a better bunter than this, but it only rated him as a 2, so we'll have him swing away. 5-6, that's a strikeout chance. Russell's not tired yet, so the strikeout is still a good chance. But he's a 7. That's a 17, so that's too high. We go to Millan. 4-1, ground ball to second, possible double play. He's a 2-0. Halfway is a 3. The pivot at short to Jesus, though, is a -2. So it has to be a 1 to be a double play. It is not. So the pivot took that all away. The 3. Now, Mazzilli was a 4. Being held makes him a 3. This was a 3. So I believe Mazzilli's still going to make it to, because it's the number did not beat his BR. It tied it. So to me, the only play is to second base, or to first base, rather. Mazzilli will take second base. So Millan grounds out, but the only play for Trio was to go to second base. Now Beauclair is up, and I could bring in a very tough left-hander to face Beauclair, but if you look at Beauclair's card, he's got 307 at-bats, but he's a cookie cutter. He is a damn cookie cutter. So what good does it do me to bring in Willie Hernandez when he's a cookie cutter? I can't penalize him for facing a lefty. Well, I'm going to play it anyway. I'm going to play it in common sense, whether the game allows me to do it or not. Sometimes common sense just have to overrule. So we will bring in Willie Hernandez. But there's absolutely positively no penalty on the Beauclair card for facing a left-hander. So Beauclair will face that left-hander. Runner in second and 1 out. 3-2. Now he did get advantage because it's on the pitcher card, not on the batter card. It's kind of it's like a reversal of payoff pitch. This time the split's on the pitcher, not on the batter. So the 3-2 is an automatic out. And the automatic out is a ground ball to first. Probably not going to be a double play, though. He's a 1. Take away that, make it a 0. You can't even get the benefit of the infield being in. And the pivot at short is a -2. So it's impossible for there to be a double play. It's going to be, I'm sorry, the runner was on second. It would not be a double play anyway. My bad. I was thinking the runner was on first. It's just a ground ball to first. Going to send Mazzilli to third. 2 down for Dave Kingman. Do they let Willie Hernandez face Kingman? Nope. They're not going to walk Kingman intentionally with first base open and face Cranepool lefty on lefty. But oh no, Cranepool's a cookie cutter too. So I can't minimize his card by bringing in a tough lefty because he's a cookie cutter too. Damn, the luck. Oh, well. We'll play it anyway. The 4 is the number here on the star line, which corresponds to ground ball to first, not a 4 being this position. That's what that means. All right, I forgot where I did the strategy roll. Nothing happened. So Hernandez to crane pull. 6-2 range play at the park. We're going to Shea Stadium for the range play at the park. So at least we get to bypass this pitiful card. 6-5 is a ground ball to first. We're checking the range play of the first baseman Bittner. He's a 5. So anything other than 6, the inning's over. And the inning is over. He will flip it to Hernandez covering to end the inning. So we go to the 9th, last chance for the Cubbies. Tom Seaver will start the inning, but Apodaca is ready if needed. It'll be Morales, Ontiveros, and Mitterwald, the scheduled hitters. See if they want to go to anybody else besides those guys. Wallace may hit for Mitterwald. We may have Wallace hit for Mitterwald because he is a switch hitter. So Joe Wallace has picked up a bat and will hit for Mitterwald. And if it goes to the bottom of the 9th, Steve Swisher will come in to catch. But Joe Wallace will be pinch hitting for Mitterwald. He's 250, Mitterwald's 230 something, plus he's a lefty. Switch hitter batting left. So it'll be Morales, Ontiveros, and Wallace. That will be your threesome against Seaver. He is tired because he has faced 31 batters, and he has 31 on his card. This is batter 32. So if he gets these parentheses, he has to be pulled. No questions asked. That's the rule. Seaver to Morales. 5-2, strikeout chance, 3, got him. Strikeout number 10 for Tom Seaver. Here comes Ontiveros. 6-5, possible error on a ground ball. Ontiveros. 2-3, that's a double to left field. There is no ground ball error to worry about there. That's a double. Second double for Ontiveros. That's a 13 anyway, so the left fielder would not have made. Beauclair is a 10, so that wouldn't have mattered anyway. So now here's the pinch hitter Wallace, and he is the tying run. Joe Wallace. Seaver, let's see if they want to stick with Seaver. He's got a 2-run lead, so if he gives this up, it would just make it a 3-2 game. So I think they're going to let Seaver keep going. Facing Joe Wallace. 3-5, and he hits that single result. Wouldn't you know it? I find it right there. It's an RBI single. Makes it 3-2, and he's going to have to leave the game. There's no option. So Joe Wallace. Okay, I think we're back now. Can double check on that, but I think we are now back, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can confirm that for me if you would, that we're back in business. I don't know what the last thing was again because I don't know when the circle started, but Wallace had a pinch hit single because we hit the fatigue number on Seaver. We hit the 3-5, and that was a fatigue chance. And so the single brought home Ontiveros to make it 3-2. It made us pull Seaver out of the game for fatigue reasons, and Bob Apodaca is your new pitcher. And now that the new pitcher has a Mets jersey on, I brought back Mets dice. Mets dice are back since we have Mets players, and any semblance of Cincinnati Reds are now gone. So we're back to using that. So Apodaca is going to face Trio. And then Dave Rosello is running for Wallace because Rosello runs at a 3. Instead of Wallace, who ran at a 1, I put Rosello into pinch run for Wallace. So he's at first base. 1 out. And 1 run away from tying this game. So we go to Apodaca for the strategy. Nothing happening. Apodaca to trio. That's a 4-4. It's a blank. We go to trio. 5-2. It's a star 4. And a star 4 is a ground ball to third. So we got a chance for a double play potentially. He's a 2, but Apodaca takes that away to a 1. The infield's halfway, brings it back to a 2. The pivot at second, Mian, is a 0. So 1-2, we have a game-ending double play. We do not. It's a 4, so it's going to be a fielder's choice. They will force Rosello 5-4 at second base. But now 2 outs, and Trio is your runner at first base. He is a 3. And now we need a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Willie Hernandez. And that's going to be Gene Kleins. Gene Kleins will pinch hit. That's why we didn't run with Gene Kleins, even though he was a 4, because we wanted his bat. So Gene Kleins is the pinch hitter. 2 outs, top of the 9th, 3-2 now our score. Tying run Trio is at first base. He has no attempt to steal because he got a 1 here and a -1 there, so there's no steal attempt. And we're going to check Apodaca for potential balk. And there is no balk. So Apodaca declines to try to win this ball game. 4-6, that's a strikeout chance. 11, he's a 9, but once again, Shea Stadium strikes once again for a final time, and why not? It's only like the 12th time it's happened this game. 9 plus the 2 for the 11 is a strikeout, and the ball game is over. MVP of the ball game is Shea Stadium. Without a doubt, Shea Stadium is the player of the game. No question about it. Screw Tom Seaver. It's Shea Stadium that's the player of the game with all those Ks, all those adjusted strikeouts that gave the Mets the win. 3-2, your final. Apodaca gets the save. Seaver the win. Bonham the loss. Apodaca 2/3 of an inning. So actually, Seaver went 8 1/3, not 8 2/3. 2/3 of an inning, nothing going on. Let's see, Willie Hernandez. When did he come in? He came in here, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not even, doesn't even matter at this point. So 8 hits is all that the Cubs got. 2-8, and I don't believe there's any errors in the game on either side. 2-8-0 for the Cubbies. For the Mets, let's see here. 6 innings for Bonham. They got 6 hits. So here's 7 and 8. So they got 8 hits as well. So 3-8-0 for the Cubs. I'm sorry, for the Mets. 3-8-0 for the Mets. 2-8-0 for the Cubs. And Mets win it by the score 3-2. Your player of the game, Shea Stadium. No question about it. Not even close. Shea Stadium is your player of the game. Next inside pitch game it will be from April the 18th. And we'll be going to Cincinnati. Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Rick Rhoden for the Dodgers and Jack Billingham for the Reds. And I don't think I'll have to bring out any blue and orange dice for Met players carded with the Reds. I think I'm going to be safe on that one. So I think we can stick to our red and white dice for this game and be safe. At least I hope so. Next game on the channel tomorrow, again, is the White Sox and the Orioles, and it will be the return of Harold Baines. He comes off the injury list and will be starting DH for the White Sox tomorrow night against the Orioles. And for the Orioles, Floyd Rayford is off the roster, and Lee Lacy has been added to the roster. So that's a couple of changes in the rosters that will be made that day. So Shea Stadium, your player of the game, and hopefully tomorrow night my internet will not be quite as fuzzy and will actually not get those circles in the sand that we hate so much. So that's going to do it from here. Despite the internet issues and my ranting. Hopefully, you still had a enjoyable time watching this ball game with the Mets over the Cubs. And until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.